Good morning, good people. I'm Father Jason. I'm coming to you from Fraternidad San Antonio, one of our friaries in Denver, Colorado. Earlier this year, I was on retreat, and as I was on retreat, I was praying through the rosary as I was on a walk. And after I finished the rosary, I was just reflecting on uh, the mystery of the way that God comes into each one of our lives. As we pray through the rosary, we reflect on the mysterious ways that God comes into our life throughout the history of salvation. And, there's also a way that individually God reveals himself to us. And so I started to think about when I was ordained or, when my father passed away, and there was a way that the family could be around him and praying with him. And there's just as a very special way that each of these moments, there was a way that God was with me in a special way. And as it's important to reflect on the way that our salvation comes through Jesus, through the mysteries of the rosary, it's also important to reflect and look back at the way that God's been there in our lives, because as we reflect on that, we can recognize that God's always faithful, and he's always pursuing us and loving us, and that helps us when we go through those difficult times to have those times in our past to hold strong to. And so I just invite you today to reflect on the mysterious ways that God has come to you in your life, and maybe you could pray a few decades of the rosary, reflecting on those mysteries and giving a prayer of thanks to God for the way that he's come into your life. May God bless you, and like and subscribe and all those good things.